I was a little perplexed. It was officially 7 o'clock and someone needed to get the table. I placed my name on the list and then sat on the edge of my bench occupied by a group of college-aged women. As they chattered, I pulled out my phone to see if George had sent a text message. There was nothing. I didn't like being late and frowned upon others' tardiness as well, especially on occasions like this. Despite the crowd, the hostess called out, "Madison." Still a little worried, I popped up from the bench and followed her to the table in the back. A few seconds later, a clean-cut young man appeared and smiled down at me. "Ma'am, can I get you a drink?" He placed menus on the table. "Sure, I'll start with a glass of water for now." "Great. Will someone be joining you?" My nerves wrapped around my heart a brief moment. What if George didn't show? I pushed the thought away. Yes, my date will be arriving soon. After the waiter left, I noted that my phone displayed 10 minutes after 7. I tried not to let my nerves take over, but a full 15 minutes had passed. The waiter came back with my water. "Would you like to order an appetizer?" I was really tempted, but I shook my head. "No, I'll wait." I peered at my phone again and grimaced. It was Friday night and Charlotte's traffic remained heavy in some areas. I gripped a glass of water and took a sip. I often ate by myself, so I did what I usually did and kept busy with my phone. It occurred to me that most of my communication with George had been through Facebook Messenger. I wondered if he had sent a message and I missed it. I clicked to open the app, but none of the messages I saw were from George. By the time I responded to all the messages, another 7 minutes had flown by. The disappointment of George not showing up started to weigh on me, not to mention the fact that I was really hungry. Should I just order something? I searched the restaurant for the waiter. I decided if George didn't show in the next 5 minutes, I wasn't going to waste my entire evening, and I would most certainly call Fatima and tell her what I thought about her matchmaking skills. I passed the time looking through my emails. Most of them I usually ignored and should have unsubscribed from a long time ago. A shadow crossed over my face, and I felt the presence of a tall figure standing by the table before I looked up. I peered up with expectancy, hoping my eyes wouldn't flash the anger I was feeling from waiting so long. My eyes looked on the hovering figure. For a brief moment, it felt like everyone else in the restaurant faded into the background. The man who stood in front of me was definitely not George.